Welcome to WesternSlopeNow.com. Meteorologist Russ Pappas here. 3:45. Generally, we like to get these out by 4 p.m. Take a look at the tower cam. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit of haze. In fact, I saw more haze this morning and midday than I'm seeing right now, but haze nonetheless, and that's going to continue for the next couple of afternoons. Cloud coverage. We're going to start introducing clouds into the forecast through the weekend, and that means there's the potential for rain, not for us. These are storms for the high country. We've been watching storms pop off in the high country since Tuesday, well, yesterday, even Monday. I think we saw some in Park County. But the high country, the Divide, the San Juans, that's where these storms are going to be popping up. They're very isolated. There's not a whole lot of movement with them. But as a result of this unsettled nature, two things are going to happen. For Thursday and for Friday in the lower elevations, we're going to be breezy, 20 to 25 mile per hour afternoon winds. And the partly cloudy skies will help defeat, only marginally, will help defeat these really, really hot temperatures. So instead of the really, really, really hot temperatures, the partly cloudy skies in the afternoon will only make it really hot. So maybe a degree or two shaved off, but we're still setting records. In fact, we did it again today, fourth 100-degree day, and we have a new record. Now, I have not seen whether it's a tie or a new topple, but the old record is from the early 1900s, 1896 in fact, 100 degrees. We've already hit 100 degrees, so it could just be a tie today, again, because of the partly cloudy skies. But with any sun popping through, we could have actually made it to, there we go, 103. New record for today. Yikes. So that continues. 4 days in a row of records, 4 days in a row of 100-degree readings. Tomorrow we're going to do it again. Tomorrow's record for Grand Junction is just 100 degrees from 1940, so very possible we won't just tie it, we will topple it. Montrose also getting in on some of that action. We're looking at 98 degrees for the record. We're forecasting 99, so there you have it. Still continuing with the excessive heat warning. Please limit your activities outside during the heat of the day. I myself, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. and I'm doing as much as I can before 11:30. By 12 o'clock, I'm exhausted from being outside. It's well worth getting up early, regardless of what time you go to bed. This heat warning is a cautionary statement for people who are working and recreating outside. You want to hydrate, you want to seek shelter, you want to seek shade regularly, frequently. And if you start to develop heat exhaustion, if not treated, that could lead to heat stroke. And one of the very first signs of heat exhaustion are cramps. Cramps in the legs, abdominal cramps. Of course, then you get into nausea and altered states of consciousness. Once you hit that, then you've got serious problems and you need to call 911. But heat cramps, that's the very first sign of heat exhaustion, and if not treated, will lead to heat stroke and can lead to death. Heat-related illness is a top killer in the U.S. We're going to continue with these heat warnings through midnight Friday. We're very dry. We're exceptionally dry across the western slope. We are approaching the 2-inch deficit for Grand Junction. We're approaching the 1.5-inch rain deficit at Montrose. Still continuing with hazy skies through the end of the week. We look at those mountain storms each afternoon. Not much drift over the valleys is anticipated in the forecast, but the added cloud coverage is a ramp up because we have a low pressure system coming out of the Pacific Northwest at the end of the weekend, start of next week. That low pressure system will push our high at least to the south, and that'll give us an opportunity to lower our temperatures just a bit. And then the high builds back in for the middle of next week. Yeah, a dome of high pressure. Hot, dry, very hot. Montrose, we're supposed to be 86 this time of the year. So when we begin summer solstice, June 20th, we're going to be running above the average, 5 to 10 degrees hotter than what is typical. Mountain storms around Montrose will lend itself to gusty outflow winds, so Friday, keep an eye on that. Saturday, we'll probably be watching for lightning, and that is another hazard with the very dry conditions that could lend to wildfire starts. Stay hydrated.